Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Clannad After Story, episode 20.
Yeah.
You faced your past, Tomoyo.
You did. Yeah. And
All right.
we're really proud of you.
We are so proud of you.
It's a big,
Ushio's proud of you.
big step.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you're going to make the slow climb back up.
That's right.
But getting up, that's like half the battle there. Now the rest is just going to be keeping on, you know?
You're taking your life back, and there's another life that's dependent on you, and you are able to carry that burden.
Now you're going to ride that horse. You're not necessarily going to ride it super fast or gallop right out the gate.
You're learning, but you're doing great.
But yeah, she's with you. Mm-hmm. And
so what could possibly, what could possibly take you down now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's some potential that we see in older Kyo this episode.
Potentially. That would be rather nice, wouldn't
with
it?
The teacher that's very pretty and kind.
And has the long hair, and definitely wasn't shown in the OP.
It definitely wasn't shown in the OP, which I can't believe I missed that until now.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. We also saw Fuko in the last episode.
Indeed, and she was corporeal.
So, are we just going to have we catch up with everybody kind of on our way to the end kind of bit now?
That sounds pretty good.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Ooh. Not starting off in the... Oh.
今日から先生が戻ってくるんだっけ？
Hmm.
そっか。じゃあご挨拶しなきゃな。少し早めに出かけるか。
It's cute.
Yeah.
それじゃ行こうか。ママに行ってきますって。
行ってきます。
Oh!
行ってきます。
Like, starting with the feelings right at the beginning of the episode.
Ah! Oh my god! Is that Pui Pui?
Mm-hmm.
It is!
I think so.
Oh my god! It's enormous! That's kind of dangerous, though.
He's very well trained.
It's huge. Hey!
牛尾ちゃんの担任の藤林京と申します。牛尾ちゃん、実はね、先生とパパって学校が一緒だったのよ。
昔っから乱暴でな。いっつもパパがいじめられてたんだぞ。
いい加減なこと教えないでくれる？
I mean,
no stories.
早苗さんから言われてたの。そのうちあんたが顔を見せるはずだから。
yeah.
牛尾ちゃんに話す
Way to go, Sanai.
その時にしてくださいって。
そうか。
Sanai!
Mm-hmm. Best mom.
The title breezes mischief.
大変だったわよね。
ああ。
りょうやことみや洋平もあんたのこと気にかけてるのよ。今年のお正月に集まった時も様子を見に行こうかって話になったんだけど。
Oh, okay.
みんな今はそっとしておこうって。
牛はどうだ？みんなとうまくやってるか？
すっごくいい子よ。あんたみたいにひねくれてないし。
その辺は母親に似たんだろう。そろそろ行くよ。牛のことよろしく頼むな。
I wonder if she's got any kind of like leftover tension from that whole era.
頼りにしてるよ、藤林先生。
But it's got to be weird knowing that, he lost his wife,
Yep.
that way. And oh my god!
いってらっしゃい、パパ。
Papa! I can't. Every time she says Papa, I can't.
そうだ。
ハンバーガー。
明日お前にお客さんが来るぞ。
Oh my god!
お客さん？
伊吹風子ちゃんだ。覚えてるだろ？
覚えてる。
Oh,
お前と一緒に遊びたいんだってさ。構わないか？
うん、嬉しい。
嬉しいのか？
嬉しい。
hmm.
パパ、ママの歌歌って。
Mama saw. Oh no.
よっぽど好きなんだ。団子、団子、団子、団子。
She just calls it Mama's song, not the Dango song or anything. It just.
やんちゃな焼き団子、優しいあん団子。
Can we just play the EDE in the middle of the episode? Right off the bat. Yeah.
ならねえよ。
あなたには聞いていません。フーコは牛尾ちゃんと話してるんです。牛尾ちゃん、フーコのこと好きじゃありませんか？好き。でもパパと一緒にいる。
聞いたか。
なら今日一日で怪獣します。まずはお近づきのシーン。古川さんに作ってもらったオーダーメイドのパンです。牛尾ちゃん、食べてくれますか？食べる。
お前の趣味にしては可愛いデザイン
Uh-oh. Dead.
What are you talking about? It's perfect bread.
おいしい。可愛い牛尾ちゃんが可愛いパンを食べて可愛さに異常です。
だ。いちいち抱きつくな。うちはこれから昼飯だけど、お前も食べるか？
フーコを怪獣するつもりです。
するかよ。
She's my own daughter.
岡崎さんは奥さんを亡くされたと聞いています。
それが
フーコにその面影を重ねてしまうのも無理はないです。
言っとくけどな。
何でも話してください。
渚はお前と全く似てる。別の生き物のように違う。
宇宙人みたいな奥さんだったんです。
お前がだよ。
フーコ宇宙人じゃないです。フーコは地球人として極めて平均的な思考の持ち主。
Very average.
あの子は平均的な地球人。
It's a very average Earthling.
どういうことなんだよ。
She found.
Yeah,
They
didn't
found.
even.
Yeah.
Just the sense, the Foucault sense.
お前が地球人の平均的な思考だったら世界は3日で破滅する。
その言い方は全く理解できないです。
絶対に押してはいけないと言われているボタンがあったらどうする？
隠れてこっそり押してみます。
それ核ミサイルの発射ボタンだから。
卑怯です。今のは誘導尋問です。絶対に履いてはいけないと言われているタイツが落ちていたら岡崎さんはどうしますか？
別にどうもしないけど。
嘘です。岡崎さんは我慢しきれずタイツを履いてしまうはずです。
岡崎最高。
岡崎さんのせいで世界は破滅です。それは大切に思ってくれているという。
Wait, what?
ちげえよ。
隠さなくてもいいです。
誰がだ？
岡崎さんです。というわけでトランプをしましょう。牛尾ちゃん、ブラックジャックとか。
No. She could be taught maybe to play blackjack though.
Yeah.
牛尾、何か知ってるゲームはあるか？
七並べ。
Whoa. That's actually a decent game, yeah. It's basically Uno.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or wait.
岡崎さん、ハートの銃を止めてます
Wait.
ね。
まだ出せる。
No, it is not Uno.
次。
Is this like solitaire or something?
Don't think so.
牛尾ちゃん、素晴らしいです。岡崎さん。岡崎さん。
Earthling to Okazaki-kun.
Yep.
牛尾ちゃんはお母さんと。
Ushi's like, can we go back to me kicking your asses? In
Right.
This game?
I thought this was so I could have a playmate, but it turns out it's just someone Dad's playing with.
どんな人でしたか、お母さんは。とっても泣き虫な人。でもすごく頑張って牛を産んでくれた人。それでパパのすっごく好きだった人。
Yeah. These are all.
フーコ暇なのでいつでも呼んでください。呼んでくれたらいつでも来ます。できることがあったらしますから。
ひょっとして
Like a traveling spirit of happiness.
そういうわけではないです。牛尾ちゃんと遊びたいだけです。
Yeah, totally.
I knew she was gonna salute.
すぐに帰ります
She tried to mimic it. Wah! Was this close?
Damn it.
To abduct your daughter, yes. Plenty of opportunities. Be careful! Oh my god. So the thing
Just
inside
another
was
Earthling.
actually... Pat, yes. Okazaki taught her that one. Pat, pat.
Yeah.
Hey.
あんなことされて怒らないのかボタン
背中を刺激されて案外気持ちいいみたい。
Oh.
牛尾ちゃん、お父さんだらしなくて困ったね。パパかっこいい。
Nothing needed. He's great as is.
Yeah.
こいつ男を見る目あるな
Aki!
おお牛尾来てたのかなんだよその格好無論運動会に備え
ああ。
フードワークや
秋代さんは足が速いので教員チームのアンカーを頼まれているんです。
Oh my gosh.
うん
園長先生の代わりに。
Naturally, he jumped at the opportunity.
Yeah.
チームだろ因縁の対決だぜ
それは燃える展開ですね。
ちょっと待ってください
You also have to go against Kyo then, too.
Hmm. Yeah.
パパ、
Gambare. Yep, yep.
All right.
よしパパ頑張るぞ
Gambare-zo! Does he walk back home from
新しい
here?
教員ですね。
Oh no, she's been visiting.
この場所が
Oh.
好きなんですか？うん。どう
Oh.
してでしょう。
Is this built on the field that he was talking about? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
Oh. Oh. Oh my god,
Yeah.
they've got that, that music!
Training montage time.
Yeah! Ah!
どうした牛尾
おしっこ一人でできなかった。
Oh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa!
暑い
Show. I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy.
Why are you unhappy?
This show's fucking cliffhangers make me unhappy.
They're experts. Experts, Bob.
Exploiting every emotional loophole. Dodging right into the face of the cliches. They're penetrating my heart. They're
But wouldn't that be the perfect way to
Daijo bureaucracy.
But like,
Took me a while.
if there is a scare of that, wouldn't that be the ultimate like full circle?
Nah, fuck
Is to have it be defeated?
Nah. Nah. Fuck out of here with that. Nah.
Cotton candy and Dongo from here on out.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
all right,
All right.
You just can't have nice things. You just can't have a good old, just wholesome time watching her just grow up slowly but surely, and
Hey.
then just having
Kids have
Okazaki
fevers.
Yes, yeah, totally.
Like that's
After she's been visiting alone because of some kind of thing that's drawing her to the hospital, which is built on the grounds of the place where Akio went with her near lifeless body and prayed for her to live, and now...
Hey, Tomoya has been traumatized by the fact that Nagisa died. If he can deal with his daughter getting a fever, he can deal with anything.
Yeah, sure.
You know? Like,
Sure.
it's all part of the healing process.
But it's not even a stretch to say that I have literal PTSD from
No, I know.
the
And that's-
episode's ending
that's
with
what's so
characters
perfect
that
about it,
look
right?
like Nagisa
Yes.
passing out.
Yes. And so then we start to have the same response that Okazaki would have, or Tomoya would have, of like, wait, no, you better not be doing this to me again, show. You better not be doing this to me again, life.
Okay, so she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine.
I mean, I won't spoil anything.
And then, well, if this is a scare that basically forces, like, out some kind of revelation through her where she's, like, near death and she, like, has, like, a conversation with Nagisa beyond death or something, like, there's no real reason I can think of as to why she would have, or why the story would have her have some kind of scare like this if they were going to just immediately undo it or undo it at all.
Gotcha.
So the only thing I can think of is the kind of stuff with the spiritual otherworld kind of connection here on some level. But
sure, because that had been kind of like foreshadowed with like the whole like when Nagisa was pregnant and then she kicked when the idea of the other world was mentioned.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Fuko did mention also a couple things of like, oh, so your mother was an alien? Like she wasn't from this earth, if you will? So maybe there's some kind of little things there that are being lightly touched upon. But other than that, this episode was a fuck you, here's some wholesomeness so that we can prep you to be like, hey, everything's good, right? Everything's great.
And then Stinger.
And Stinger, because
the show wouldn't do something like that, right? It wouldn't actually have that happen.
Yeah, I don't think the show is ballsy enough to kill Ushio. I don't think the show is ballsy enough to do that. That's cruel.
Like there's some lines you just
some lines you just don't cross. You already took away the doting, pregnant, dies in childbirth mom kind of setup.
Yep.
That's painful enough.
And have wonderfully shown just how painful it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. It was nice seeing Kyo again.
It was awesome seeing Kyo again.
I liked that there was very clearly this, oh, you're someone that was a good friend of mine back in the day, so I, of course, have a very extra special connection with your daughter. Yep. But also, Kyo liked him a lot. Not like...
Oh, yeah.
Not like in a small crush kind of way. Didn't she, like, break down crying?
She did.
When Nagisa and him ended up together.
At the previous sports festival, I believe.
Yeah. What do you know? The timing of this.
It's okay, One-chan. And then
it wasn't Rio that cried.
That cried first. Yeah, they both
cried.
But yeah, it was Kyo that suddenly like wait.
So there could be some awkward tension there. Of course, that would be lovely to explore, show, but no, you have to kick us in the dick again. But okay, we've got a few episodes left, so we'll see where they end up exploring things there. Fuko is being Fuko.
Yes,
I like this kind of way of bringing Fuko back. I never really cared too much for Fuko in general.
Like she wasn't your favorite character from...
Oh, she was one of my least favorite characters in the thing there. And it's mostly just because of the way she was handled.
Sure.
But I liked her gimmick this episode of just, isn't this girl amazing? If something were to happen to her, that would be a shame, wouldn't it?
So you're saying Fuko was inadvertently or maybe intentional, if she is, actually an extraterrestrial being or something, was foreshadowing and testing Tomoya to be like, would you be okay if
she disappeared?
If Ushio was taken away from you?
But yeah, I really like the stuff with Okazaki just kind of doing his best to be a good dad.
And he's doing a great job.
He's doing a really good job.
Like,
yeah. Like
this is
so hard.
Oh yeah. Like I love that they bring up how the pain of Nagisa being gone is not something that has just gone away because he's gotten to a point where he can deal with it. Right. It is still very much a present, ongoing thing.
Yep.
And yeah, of course, someone like Fuko would come along and just be like, "So let's talk about your dead mom,"
And he just starts crying
poke.
as his daughter starts sharing what he's said about her
Yep.
to Foucault.
Uh-huh.
And then he's just like, oh, sorry, but hey, you did it, dude.
Yeah.
You're showing that you can cry
Mhm.
about this in front of her, meaning it's okay for her to cry in front of you about this.
Yep.
Now, there is an element of, I wonder if she knows the concept of what a hospital is. I assume she does,
Probably.
but she doesn't go in. But she feels drawn to that place.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't want some kind of twisty, crazy finale for this story.
Like supernaturally, like, you
No,
know.
just twisty. Like,
Oh.
like the idea. Like, I don't mind if there's supernatural stuff, because I can just tell that they're setting up that they still haven't fully unveiled what the other world kind of thing is.
Right, they had that whole thing with the lights being brought up again in the previous episode.
So they're setting it up. It's just the question of, will you throw everything up in the air for the sake of the drama and then let it all collect back and then have it be the experience that brings them all together? Or is it okay, now just throw everything against, different areas of the wall and shake things up a bit, and there we go, that's the end.
See,
I really don't want that.
If this show were to come out now, you would know that something like that would happen because they would have to subvert our expectations.
No, this is not subversion of expectations right
I know.
now. This is just a thing of where I'm just saying that show just gets me like really antsy and emotionally. It's emotionally manipulative, and the times where it is actually the most emotionally manipulative, I don't have a problem with it. It's in these parts here where I feel like they're trying to drum up drama in the story when I don't get.
Right, just give us just an eternal continuation of moments where we get to see her asking him to sing Mommy's song to her, and things like that, where we can just have this wonderful slice of life go on and on, because it really is that good.
Yeah, I guess it's something also where it's just the adaptation trying to hit the anime medium of, one more episode, stay tuned in. This feels like an anime that also was like definitely made before the streaming era, where like they're trying to go for in a slice of life comedy drama.
Right, but the thing is that it's the slice of life elements are really good, but probably more than slice of life is that it is a drama.
I know. Yeah. I'm just saying it's a that's what it is, and yet they have stinger cliffhangers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, because it's one of those things where I get all of the like meta frustration surrounding it, right? And yet it's hard for me to be upset at it because it so perfectly represents what it would be for Okazaki.
Yeah. I get that. Yeah, that makes sense.
If talking about his wife makes him, start break down crying, what happens the first time that his daughter gets sick?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How?
It's his own then form of PTSD. He then basically has a traumatic response to it of just, oh God, no, I have no idea what to do here. And what do you think Sanai and Akio have, to respond here? I think it's just that the show has done a really good job of making us care about all the characters that are in the core main cast. And thus, when any kind of drama comes up with them, we're like, no. Like, if you're going to bring it up, have it be an arc focused on it. Don't just arbitrarily bring it up at the very end of the episode to be like, psych.
Right.
No happiness here.
I wish I could quit you.
Ugh, man. Yeah. And I think it's also just that I'm about to hit that point where the show is over and the things that they're focusing on are just things that I'm like, can we not? Can we not? And I think that's just been my only critique of Clannad, is just it doesn't focus on the things that I wanted to focus on. And then every once in a while, it just gives me a perfect episode, and I'm just like, oh my God,
this is everything I could have hoped and dreamed for.
Yeah. What?
Why do we do anything different?
Why do we do basically not complete, just packaged stories in an episode. I feel like that's the thing. The show does the episodic format actually very rarely. It's actually a pretty linear story. A lot of the mini little arcs that happen in the episodes are either very briskly ran through to the point where it's like, oh, they might have been considered episodic because we are just
Sure, it's just how long is the episode kind of a deal.
I don't really know what you mean by that.
Well, like if for instance with the first season where it's like, okay, we're adapting all the different routes of the VN.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And so they're fairly self-contained. You don't see the characters like bleeding into each other's routes and all that stuff very much. So, you know, those could be considered like episodes.
Maybe I'm more talking about After Story. Then.
Whereas, After Story, very, very different. It had that little bit of still doing the, okay, this girl story and that girl story and whatnot.
Right, and now we're doing arcs, basically, like classic arcs here. And this one is the Raising Ushio arc, basically. Yeah. And I just want it to be about that. Like, yeah. So I'm scared. I'm worried. Bear with me, y'all.
That is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's basically all I have to say. I really love the stuff with Sanai being the one that's still kind of looking out for them.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a really, really cool little just cute moment with the two of them, and it's sullied in my mind because I have more emotion and thoughts being racing about what's going to happen next than I do about just fucking enjoying this episode for what it is.
Yeah.
It's like my mind and my heart can't just do that.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah. But, all right. I mean, do you have anything to add?
I have been and continue to be blown away at the physical response that I have to rewatching this show.
Sure.
Like,
okay,
it's a very emotional journey in general. You know, like, you know, you're watching the same thing, you know, right? But going back through and having all of those little details that I missed, that I forgot over the years, right? That are so important. You know, it's those no big deal things that matter the most, right? Where we see them and they happen, and my mind and my heart go places, and I never would have expected it, because if I were to have tried to recall this episode, I would have remembered that, like, oh yeah, they run into Kyo at some point, and that's about it. You know, like I wouldn't have remembered, you know, that much. It was that long ago, right?
I mean, yeah.
And yet then when it starts to happen, my body remembers. And it's just
the little song in the middle there,
right,
with her singing, or
him singing to her,
and then
feeling that connection to Nagisa, and we
hear Nagisa's voice.
Yep, and then the Dango beanbag in the middle, in between, you know, the two of them, and yeah,
it's a cool thing where, like the supernatural elements does kind of bleed into it with you know, she's never left you, she's always been around, it's always been something that's been there, and maybe Ushio senses it in some way, but it's just rough, it's painful.
Or even the bit when they're going to school and he's like, okay, say goodbye to mom, you know, and oh, bye mom, you know, I'm off, and then he stops when he's about to close the door, and he just looks at the picture for a second, and there's so much that's happening there, and not a single word is being spoken. No internal thoughts. Just, we have that. And, yeah.
All right. Well, show, drag me into the next bit of pain. Why don't you? Y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.